We are day 18. It's about 11 something a.m. Just charged up a little bit. Got some breakfast, a little hydration. Making our way through South Bloomfield right now. Looking like we can at least get to Circleville. It's about 10 miles away, not even, give or take. And yeah, try to get, you know, past that, but within a decent range. Depends on supplies and all that jazz. So we'll probably stock up in that city or that town and go from there. This place doesn't look huge. The McDonald's was at the end of town, and there it is, and there's the beginning of town. So just gonna go from there and see what happens. So let's see what today brings. Adios. So we just stopped at the Walmart, had some lunch, stopped at GNC before that, got some drinks, got some snacks, a lot of protein stuff, a lot of stuff to keep my vitamins up, nourishment, keep your body going basically. So we're gonna head, I guess, further and further toward the city of Portsmouth, which is right on the state lines of Kentucky and Ohio, it looks like. So it looks like we'll be crossing lines right there. That was about 66 miles from when I looked it up inside there. So that's at least 2 days, maybe 2.5, 3. So we'll see how far we get tonight. Look for a decent spot and make camp and log the miles, and maybe we'll have 2 days until we get to Kentucky or so. Not gonna really push it because shortly after we get into Kentucky, I don't know what to expect first off, but shortly after we got the mountains. It's a lot of stuff down there, but I gotta be cautious because even just walking around, because there's a lot of snakes, there's stuff I don't want, you know, stuff I don't want to get bit by, stuff I don't want touching me. So we're gonna go at a decent pace, not really rushing it. We're doing pretty good, I think. This is day 18 and we're almost to Kentucky. I mean, I think this is going pretty well, especially since it's all on foot and I've never done anything like this per se. So all right, let's keep going.
All right, so I have no idea how much time is left on this because it doesn't tell me until I go into it manually, I guess. I guess I should check that. Anyways, so that brings me to the point. Still looking for an SD card for this one. Haven't found one yet. Made it through Circleville, weird name, and came from South Bloomfield, about 15 miles to the point we are now, I think. Pretty boring most of the day. Wasn't really hot. It was just a decent day. Just a lot of traffic walking down 23. It's just nonstop. Just constant. It's pretty much it. You just zone out and walk. Circleville was pretty cool. I thought it ended and then it actually started. I guess it didn't start where I saw it. It was like kind of a smallish town. It had two really cool looking churches and I was like, damn, if only. And I just kept walking. And then I came to the actual place people go to shop, I guess. I thought it was a small town, and they got everything. They had truck stops, they got Walmart, they got tons of stuff. So I was surprised. So I took a break, got some stuff, and at GNC, got some stuff at GNC. Got a lot of stuff actually at GNC. Packed on stuff. Highly recommend protein wafer wafers. These things are delicious. Anyways, got to Love's. Took another break, thinking that anything I see south, there's no outlets. My last stop was here, so I was like, definitely cool, because I'm not completely depending on the solar charger yet. It didn't really charge my phone past, I think, like maybe like 25%, and it was in airplane mode, tracking my steps, and that was in like direct sunlight. So I was like kind of adjusting how I can throw that into a mix and kind of make it efficient as much as I can. So I was looking for more SD cards. That took me to Walmart, which I completely forgot. Took me to a store out front. I asked for a little key card for mine so I can switch out this, which is encrypted, and I can't really do anything with it on this device with a phone because it's just not working out for me right now. It just won't do it. I don't know why. Nothing works. So I was gonna use it for free space on this one, and if anything, those are just pretty good investments. So why not? Anyways, got to Love's looking for the same thing, and these people here are incredibly nice. Each one is offering me a shower, just like based on my situation, having a conversation like, you want a shower? And like I passed it up the first time thinking there was still daylight and like not making excuses for me to stop here. And then like I used the restroom real quick, and another one, like I get in conversation with another lady, offers it as well, and I'm just like, all right, you know, I gotta figure that out. I gotta accept things, you know, when it's like hitting me like that. Like usually lately I've only been doing it with water because it's like almost a necessity. So it's like, yes, I will definitely say yes. I obviously can't say yes to rides, so I explain the situation and it gives me an excuse to say no. But getting hit with that second one, I was like, okay, yes, you talked me into it. She probably didn't even know what I meant by that, obviously. So I say I'll be right back. I'll pitch my tent. I come outside, and someone's using the dog park that I intended on throwing a tent at because it was enclosed, you know. So I thought it'd be like just, I don't know, there's a fence, you know, so it's like barrier. I don't know, weird, right? Anyways, so I decided to go over past the fuel on the other side, and I pitched my tent. And like just like always, it's like, you know, it's just what I do, you know, pitch a tent. And I'm fucking hammering away at the stakes because the ground's real hard, and I'm using like my wallet because it's like I don't have a mallet because it's just a waste of space in this situation. So like it was either a boot or wallet, excuse me. And so I'm just banging away, and I really fucked my wallet up, to be honest. Like it's got some fucking shit. Anyways, so I'm going at it, and I'm not really going at it. It's like just decent. I thought I was acting pretty socially acceptable compared to what I was doing. And I go back inside. I wave at this person over here, and, you know, because they keep on looking over at me. And so like I finished putting on my tent, and I'm just like, okay, well, you know, I wave. I was friendly. I always wave. I wave at everybody almost all day. My arm gets pretty tired. And I go back inside for the shower, and I come back out, you know, after X amount of time. And as I'm crawling in my tent, like I hear a voice. I'm like, that sounded like my direction. And I turn around, like my feet are still hanging out the back here. And I turn around, and like I look out, and I see someone like coming over, and I was like, oh, that's the person from earlier. I'm like, okay, we can do this, you know. And I crawl back out, and I introduce myself, and they introduced themselves. It turns out it was Renee. And they told me about themselves, and they started off saying that I came in looking like a Viking, like I owned the place, and just pitched a tent. And I was like, that's so funny that you put it that way. And I explained the whole situation about Nordic Rebirth and like I explained what I was doing, and they explained their situation, and it was so funny because she's on her own little personal journey. She's on day 2, and it's just she's finally getting to live the life that she wants to live, and she feels as if everything's been lifted off her shoulders. The weight's been lifted off her shoulders because she's just getting thrown to the wind, and she's going on this journey down to Florida, and it's miraculous. It's like we connected on every level. It was like, yes, that's exactly it. We talked about the situation that's going on currently with the riots, the protests, and what Trump's saying today, you know, kind of thing. And we go on and on, and she tells me about her life, and you know, all the troubles she's been through and how it made her stronger. And as we're just having this conversation, she's throwing out quotes, and I'm throwing in, you know, little references that I know, and it was beautiful. It was honestly beautiful, and it's just miraculous in its own sense that I stopped here and I took my time to charge up my devices a little bit, and then I wanted to go further because there was still daylight out and I could have gone more. And then 2 people tried to talk me into a shower, and I take up the second one thinking that I'm just learning to receive. And I meet one of the most beautiful people that I could possibly have met, serendipitously, purely serendipitously. And she was blown away by the fact, and she understood the odds that had to have been for this situation to occur. And it's crazy to think about, to be honest. It blows my mind sometimes, the people you meet and how kind they are, the words they say, and their intent. Just like I try to bring out the best intent I can. It's incredible to me when I really think about it. Anyways, I'm gonna head off to bed. I'm gonna try to get up early for breakfast because we have that planned. So pretty tired. It's past midnight. Did about 15 miles today. The sun was pretty hot, but it wasn't a hot day. It was a great day, honestly. Alright. Gotta get an SD card for this.